You already know the answers to the big decisions, but you keep circling anyway. Here's why your brain won't let you pull the trigger. You keep revisiting it. You ask more people. You research again. But the problem isn't confusion. The problem is this: you already know the answer and you know it requires something from you. So your mind keeps circling, not to find clarity, but to postpone action. Today, we'll talk about why clarity often feels uncomfortable and why responsible people delay decisions they actually understand. Hello, and welcome back. You are here with Soul Lag Alignment with Gaurav Patel. In the last episode, we spoke about why discipline can stop working when alignment is ignored. Today, I want to talk about something many people say they want but quietly avoid: clarity. We often tell ourselves, I just need clarity. Once I'm clear, everything will move. If I knew what I really wanted, I had act. Clarity is treated like a solution, but for many people, clarity does not feel relieving. It feels unsettling, and that creates shame because we assume clarity should feel empowering. So when it feels heavy instead, we think something is wrong with us. Nothing is wrong with you here. There's a reason this happens. Clarity changes something important. When things are unclear, you keep trying. You can stay busy. You can adjust effort without questioning direction. But once you are clearly see the truth, the question changes. It becomes, now that I see this, what am I going to do about it? And that is what feels heavy. Because clarity doesn't just give information, it removes your ability to pretend you don't know. This is especially difficult for capable and responsible people, people others depend on, people who think long term, people who carry weight carefully. For them, clarity isn't exciting, it's consequential because clarity does not only reveal desire, it reveals responsibility. You may have noticed this in your own life, not as confusion, but as a hesitation. You revisit the same thought again and again, not because you don't know, but because you knowing would require a different response. This is where soul lag often appears. Right before clarity is acknowledged, it shows up as a distraction, as staying busy, as seeking more opinions. You may notice it as revoking plans instead of deciding, asking others instead of trusting yourself, or researching longer than necessary. Not because you don't want clarity, but because clarity often asks your life to catch up with your own awareness, and that takes courage. You see this very practically. A professional knows they are outgrown a role, but keeps optimizing performance instead of acknowledging it. A leader knows a boundary is needed, but delays the conversation. A student knows a path no longer fits, but keeps preparing for it because choosing again feels heavier than continuing. None of this is a weakness, it is responsibility, meeting honesty. Many people say, I'm afraid of clarity, but that isn't quite true. You're not afraid of clarity, you're afraid of the implications of clarity. Soul lag is not fear, it is a pause, a moment of internal recalibration before movement, a signal. that your system is preparing to update. Your mind does not only seek answers, it also seeks stability. Clarity introduces truth, but truth changes decisions, and decisions affect roles, relationship, expectations, and identity. So your system slows you down not to block you, but to give you time to integrate. This is why forcing clarity doesn't work. You cannot rush it with pressure because clarity does not respond to force, it responds to safety. Clarity appears when it feels safe. To be honest with yourself, alignment creates that safety. It allows clarity to emerge gradually without panic, without drama, without burning your own life down. And this is important. Clarity does not require immediate action. Knowing something does not mean you must act today. Integration takes time, time to stabilize, time to respect responsibility, time to emotionally accept what you intellectually see. This is why aligned people often move slowly, not because they lack courage, but because they move from coherence. They do not rush truth, they let truth settle. So the response here is not a big decision, it is a small permission. Permission to acknowledge what you already know. You don't need answers today. Just one question gently. What do I already know that I haven't given myself permission to admit? You don't need to solve it. Just notice what appears because clarity begins not with action but with honesty. You're not stuck because you don't know. You are stuck because you are waiting to feel ready for a truth you already understand. And readiness doesn't come first, acknowledgement does. This is Soul Lag. I'll see you in the next episode.